The Police Minister, General Bheki Cele, expected to visit Mpumalanga this morning. This is after the fatal shooting of a German tourist in that province near the Numbi gate in Hazyview. He was part of a group of German tourists who were attacked by 3 armed men near the Kruger National Park on Monday. Newzroom Afrika's Mweli Masilela is following that story for us, and he joins us live. Mweli, good morning to you. The Police Minister, you'll let us know whether he has indeed touched down in Mpumalanga, specifically where you are, but also importantly, the experts, just reading articles this morning, they are very clear that if the crime situation is to be solved, socio-economic challenges of that area also need to be dealt with. Are you able to give us a sense of what the issues are near that community, which are neighbors to the Kruger National Park?
Yes, indeed, Koli, the expectation was that the minister will be here at the crime scene by this time, because we're told that he will be here at Numbi by 9 a.m. And I'm told that he has already touched down at Kukuza, that is the Kruger National Park. So we are expecting that maybe in the next hour or two, he will be able to come through the side. Well, what we know yesterday, at least the Provincial Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Makalenga Manamela, as well as some officials from the Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency, met yesterday with some of the victims that survived that fatal shooting where one of those German tourists actually was shot dead. So we're expecting that today the minister will be meeting with some of those who actually witnessed what transpired during the day of that incident. But let me bring in the spokesperson for the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison. His name is Mweli, representing that department here in Mpumalanga. Of course, we've seen a statement, the MEC of Community Safety in the province, condemning this particular incident. But I'm sure you can agree with me that it can't be just about condemning. This is a situation whereby even the image of the country, not only Mpumalanga, is actually at stake here. We are visited by many tourists. So what is going to happen now going forward after what transpired?
Greetings to the viewers. Yes, the MEC has condemned this incident in the strongest possible terms. Safe to say that tourism safety remains one of the key areas that the government is working on, along with many other stakeholders. That is why not so long ago there was a tourism meeting where tourism safety was among the issues that were highlighted, such that our department has tourism safety monitors which are deployed at various hotspots areas in our province. We will continue to work with the communities and all other stakeholders in this sector. Safe to say that the police are also working hard around the clock to ensure that matters such as this one are receiving urgent attention, such that this road where we are now, it's on an ongoing basis patrolled by a private security company. This is something that we are viewing it in a very, very serious light, and we will continue to work with all the stakeholders involved in this sector to ensure that our visitors are safe at all times.
We're expecting the minister to be here by 9 a.m. Do you perhaps have an understanding as to what is happening now?
Yes, the minister, accompanied by the National Police Minister and the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Makalenga Manamela, as well as the MEC for Community Security and Liaison, are currently in a briefing. They are being briefed on the progress with regard to this case. As soon as that has been done, they will definitely come over here to the scene where the incident took place.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us, Koli. That is Mweti is the spokesperson of the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison in the province. We're saying that the minister is actually in a briefing with other officials currently, and they're expected to be here in so long. I'm seeing a man that actually witnessed what happened on that fateful day. His name is Andrew Koza. He's actually the director of the Heroes Academy here. If you can tell us about what exactly you saw on that particular day, because you told me yesterday that everything happened in front of you.
Firstly, let me take this opportunity to greet you, Toli, and your viewers. What happened on Monday, it was after 4 o'clock. We were just seated next to the school gate. Inside, then we heard a gunshot. Then we went out to see what was happening. Then I saw a car reversing. And as it was reversing, there was a lady who was screaming, saying that, "Don't kill my husband, don't kill us." And as it was, it's a matter of seconds. As the car was reversing, then the buggy that shot that gentleman just drove off. And after that, in some seconds, the guy who was driving that Hyundai lost control of the car. Then he hit the wall of my school and also the tank. Then it was dusty. I went there to see what was happening because it was confusing and at the same time scaring at the same time. You know, someone screaming, you heard the gunshot, and now there is someone who has hit the wall. Well, I went there straight to check what was happening with that guy. I thought maybe he was trapped, and only to find that he was not trapped, but yeah, he was dead. His mouth was open. I could see that he's dead. But the wife was not away. Then I called the police immediately. Yeah, after 45 minutes they came. The station commander was the first person to arrive. Yeah, that's what I saw.
And then looking into what happened, we're told that this is not the first time it's happening actually this year. Do you know of other incidents that have happened on this road?
Exactly. The other one, it happened where we are standing now. There was a bus for the tourists. Then two young guys, came out exactly where we are. I was at the gate again. Then they were trying to shoot the driver because the driver was refusing to stop. Unfortunately, the driver again was shooting at them. Then one lady was shot. I don't know whether she died or not, but she was shot. Then another one that happened, it was 2 months back. Yes, I've got even the picture. One parent was collecting his child here. So he saw some tourists being attacked by those boys. Then as he was trying to chase them, they shot his son. Then the son spent roughly some weeks in the hospital trying to remove the bullet on his forehead. I've got the pictures here with me. The other one, in the morning as I was coming to school, I saw a car for the tourists standing there. Then one said this car was there for some hours. Then I went there and I could see that it was a tourist and he was shot on the forehead and that person was dead. And the doors were open, all the doors were open. So these are some of the things that is happening this side. And this thing, to tell you the honest fact, they're not doing it at night to show that it's like they've got a license and a permission to operate and rob these tourists because they do it during the day. You can see that one, unfortunately, just 200 meters there. During the day, they went to that guy, pointed a gun at him, chained him, they took everything inside there. So it's like they've got a permission to operate during the day. And police are doing their best, but unfortunately, it's like they're few. That's what is happening. Because you will call them, they say the bug is out, trying to attend another crime that is happening. So it's like our place, it's not a safe place. I must be honest with you.
Thank you very much, Baba, for talking to us. All you have heard, it's like they've got a license to do what they are doing. That's the current situation here. And as we have heard, this is not an isolated incident, according to Andrew Khoza. He's actually been exposed to quite a number of these incidents, and perhaps we have to put that question to the minister as it comes through here in terms of what exactly is his department going to do about this situation, because it can't be about condemning, but there should be a long-term plan according to community members and people like Andrew Khoza, who has just given us a detailed account of what he has experienced so far this year on this particular road.
Quite brazen indeed, Mweli Masilela. Thank you very much for that comprehensive update, and just a bit more information coming out as a result of this interview that my colleague has just conducted. It sounds as though this was a family that was traveling together. The husband would have been the driver, but all of this information sketchy at the moment. Hopefully we'll get a fuller picture when the minister and many of the authorities touch down there to tell us exactly what happened.